Hello everyone, this is Victor. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are continuing the history of Metal Gear with its true sequel, a game most Western players have never even heard of, Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. Released in Japan only for the MSX2 computer on July 20th, 1990. No official English version existed for over a decade, and yet this is where the Metal Gear story truly deepened. The year is 1999. Christmas Eve. Years have passed since Snake destroyed Outer Heaven. He is retired now, living in the wilderness of Alaska, haunted by nightmares of that war. The world is also changing. A global energy crisis is unfolding. Oil supplies are running dry, and nations are desperate for any alternative before the shortage becomes catastrophic. A Czech scientist named Dr. Kio Marv has the answer. He has developed Oilex, a synthetic organism capable of producing oil itself, a discovery that could end the crisis entirely. While traveling to share his research with the world, Marv is kidnapped. He is taken to Zanzibar land, a newly formed mercenary nation in Central Asia, armed with nuclear weapons. Roy Campbell, the new commander of Foxhound, tracks Snake down at his retreat. He has one request: come out of retirement, infiltrate Zanzibar land, and bring Dr. Marv home alive. Snake reluctantly agrees. This is Operation Intrude 14. Once inside enemy territory, he is contacted by Holly White, a journalist secretly working undercover for the CIA. Diving in. Almost immediately, Snake is ambushed by a masked ninja known as Black Color. After a brutal fight, the mask comes off, and Snake is stunned by who stands in front of him. It is Kyle Schneider, the resistance leader who once fought alongside Snake against Outer Heaven. Now he is working for the enemy, his body altered by experimental drugs. Before dying from his wounds, Schneider explains everything. After Outer Heaven fell, NATO bombed the region to destroy what remained, killing resistance fighters indiscriminately. He was captured, tortured, and used as a test subject until the leader of Zanzibar land personally saved his life. Schneider's final words to Snake are simple: follow the Green Beret. Deeper into the complex, Snake finds a prisoner tapping in code through a cell wall. It is Dr. Drago Petrovich Madnar, the very engineer who once built the original Metal Gear. Madnar reveals he has been forced to design a new and far more advanced machine, Metal Gear D, and then he says the words that change everything. The leader of Zanzibar land is Big Boss. Snake's worst memory is suddenly the present danger again. The man he defeated 4 years ago, the soldier who once trained him, is alive, and has built an entire nation around himself. Snake presses on through jungle, desert, and underground tunnels, facing a brutal lineup of mercenaries that Zanzibar land has assembled from every corner of the world. Running Man nearly kills him with poison gas, until Snake outsmarts him with a trail of landmines. A gunship called Hindy rains fire from above before Snake brings it down. Red Blaster, the so-called Four Horsemen, and a jungle specialist known as Predator all stand in his way. Each fight pushes him closer to exhaustion and closer to the truth. Along the way, Snake meets Natasha Markova, a Czech Special Forces agent and former Olympic figure skater, who was escorting Dr. Marv when both of them were taken captive. Finally, Snake reaches the heart of the facility and faces Metal Gear D directly. Larger and more dangerous than the original, but not invincible. Snake brings the machine down. But one more obstacle remains. Waiting for him is Gray Fox, the legendary Foxhound operative Snake once risked everything to rescue, now fighting for Big Boss instead of against him. The two men fight hand-to-hand in the middle of an active minefield, with no weapons but their training. Snake wins, but Fox reveals a truth that lingers. Big Boss saved his life, twice. And then at last, Big Boss himself. The man who trained Snake betrayed him once, and built an entire nation on the belief that soldiers will always need a war to fight in. Their final battle is personal, in a way no boss fight before it had been. Snake defeats him with an improvised flamethrower and feels, as the flames rise, as if he has killed his own father. Zanzibar land falls. Dr. Marv's research is recovered. Snake, Campbell, and Holly White are debriefed, and Snake refuses to return to Foxhound, saying his nightmares are finally over. It is a bittersweet victory. Dr. Marv did not survive the crossfire, and Snake quietly disappears once again, leaving behind a dinner promise he made to Holly White and never keep. In a scene cut from the American version entirely, Big Boss is shown still alive, vowing that this is not over and that he and Snake will meet again. He was telling the truth. Before I forget, if you are enjoying this video, please hit that like button right now. It helps us more than you know. Subscribe to the channel too. It truly means everything, thank you. Metal Gear 2 never officially reached the West in 1990. Konami instead commissioned an unrelated American sequel called Snake's Revenge, made without Kojima's involvement at all. For over a decade, most Western fans only knew the real story through rumors, imports, and fan translations, until an official English version finally arrived in 2006. This game is where Kojima's vision matured. Themes of inherited war, loyalty between soldiers, and the idea that peace itself creates men with nowhere left to belong all began here. Big Boss's closing words to Snake about arming the next generation of children for the wars still to come would echo through the entire series for the next 30 years. Solid Snake walked away from Zanzibar land believing the nightmare was finally over. History and Kojima had very different plans for him. I'm leaving recommended videos on the card right now for you to check out next. Thank you so much for watching, and see you later on, so GG plays.